Hi, Maymay. Hi, Walter. This is a story about the Olympians meeting the puppies. It's another Papa story. Oh, what do you mean? It's not a Papa story. Muses. It's a Muses story. You know the Muses? A lot of them, women, big fans of Zeus. Big, run around Zeus. Oh, great Zeus, great Zeus. Oh, this, yeah, really worship Zeus. They say it's their story. Oh, wait a minute. There's fates that also say it's our story. So we got the Muses, we got the fates, and they're all giving me a headache here. But it's told by Papa. It's not a Papa story. It's a Muse fate story told by Papa. Well, anyway, it's called The Olympians Meet the Pupkatiliver Gang, better known as the Puppies, and not the you-know-what. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. One day, the puppies were walking. Oh, no. One day, the puppies were walking through a dense forest. With Maymay in the lead, when all of a sudden they heard what sounded like explosions. And the next thing you knew, there was a giant golden eagle on Maymay's shoulder and 3 enormous figures in front of her. And the eagle spoke in Maymay's ear. I am Zeus, king of the gods. I command you to obey my every wish. So Maymay turns to Zeus and she laughs. Sort of like that. Not exactly like that. A little, sort of. And she says, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You, Zeus, king of the gods? Ha! You are nothing but a little bird. The next thing you know, the sky gets real dark. And thunder and lightning start shooting heavy drops of rain. And they all fall on the puppies, but nothing on the gods. Very good, very strategic aim here. Maymay then says, Zeus, I've reevaluated my position, and what can we do for you? By the way, this is the Pupkatiliver Gang, right here. My name is Maymay Forkner. This is Walter Forkner, Two-Ton Tony, Greasy Johnson, Ishkabibble Jones. Oh, Harry. I forgot his first name, Harry. And Papa and Mama Forkner. Right, I'll get Harry's name in a second. Where's Papa? You ask, where's Papa? Papa's taking a nap. He's tired. He's old. He's an old guy. Yeah. And then, with great fanfare, Zeus changes from a bird to a god. And you see his magnificent body, muscles, tall, full beard, total man and total god, and of course, white hair. Zeus has white hair. It's not brown. White hair. Right. Okay. So Maymay says, all right, very good. Who are your friends? And Zeus says, they're not my friends. These are my children. First, meet Athena, the warrior. And then Apollo, the brilliant god of the sun. And last but not least, Aristotle, the goddess. Oh, whoop, I dropped my. Aristotle, the goddess. No, not Aristotle. Aristophanes. Oh, no, not Aristophanes. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Each one of them is more powerful than you puny mortals. Okay, to be continued. Okay, here we go. Puny mortals. Meme says, ha! Says who? Meet, first of all, I'm Meme Faulkner, goddess of creativity. Art, music, literature, writing, everything creative, that's me. And then here's Walter Faulkner. He is the god of math, engineering, and beanbags. He is the god of beanbags. Zeus says, get out of here. You feeble humans aren't gods. We're the real gods, and we command you to obey us. Now, hiding behind a tree, known only to Meme, was guess who? The sorceress. Meme gives a secret signal. That's the secret signal. And then she says, oh yeah? Watch this. And the next thing you know, beanbags start dropping all over the place. Red and blue beanbags. They start pouring down from the sky. Hundreds of beanbags, all falling on the gods, but not on the puppies. Beanbags all over the place. And so the beanbags are falling down. Meme runs behind the tree, and she looks at the sorceress, and she said, you got this right. How come? And the sorceress said, well, I was really there the day. I wasn't absent. I was there the day they gave out the spell for things dropping from the sky, and I just tried it on the last thing that I heard, which was beanbags. Meanwhile, hundreds of beanbags are piling up around the gods, and Apollo, he's got his arrow, and he's shooting them with golden arrows, burning arrows, and he hits quite a few, and what happens? Boom, they burst into beans. So now you've got thousands of beans, red and blue, and bean bags all around, jumping, hitting people on the head, all over the place. And now there's red and blue bean bags and bouncing all around people and gods, falling all over themselves until Zeus shouts, stop! And the beanbags stop coming down just like that. Now you got beanbags in midair, thousands of beanbags just in midair with beans in midair and everything. And it all stops, and Zeus says, ha! I don't know how you did that, but that was just a cheap trick. We can do 1,000 tricks like that for every one of yours. And now, let me tell you the real reason that we came here to visit you puny mortals. My kids, the 3 kids here, they saw your dog, Bear, and they decided they wanted him. They liked the way he looked. So unless you want to suffer a fate worse than death, hand him over. Oh, what do you mean? Fates? It was just the expression, fates. I'm sorry. Fate worse than death. Yeah, that's what you're not going to do it. It's a fate where, all right. It's just an expression. Oh, wait a minute. Give us the dog. Meme says, what? You want Bear? Bear? Okay. But why should you just stop? Why should you stop at 1? Why not take more than 1? And she winks at the tree. And the next thing you know, the sky fills with bears. Real bears. Not dogs. Bears. Little bear cubs. And they come pouring down on everybody. Hundreds of black bear cubs tumbling over each other, eating the beans and the garbage, licking people's faces, rolling around on your feet, and people are tripping, they're climbing on cars, licking the gods. It's just disgusting with the beanbags and everything. Meanwhile, Meme goes over to the tree and she whispers to the sorceress, not bears, dogs. The idea was to get dogs. What happened? And sorceress said, I don't know. I did the same spell, but it only worked with the last thing I heard, and the last thing I heard was bears. So now you got all these bears. Have you seen Hugo? That's what she wants to know. Maybe says, no, but if I see Hugo, I'll tell him to go on a diet, and that you're looking for him. All right. So now you've got hundreds of beanbags and beans with bear cubs running all over everything, eating everything. Apollo trying to shoot the bears. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Apollo trying to shoot the bears and trying to knock the bears, trying to shoot the beanbags. He's hitting beanbags. He's aiming for bears, but he's tripping all over the place. So he's hitting beanbags. More beanbags and beans are falling all over the place. Everybody is screaming. It's total chaos. And in the middle of everything, Greasy Johnson falls in love with Aphrodite. Falls in love with Aphrodite. And he goes over and he hugs her leg. Remember, Greasy's 2 feet tall. So he hugs Aphrodite's leg. And he won't let go. And he's like, oh, I love you, Aphrodite. I love you, Aphrodite. Which means that gallons of grease are now pouring down her leg. They're running down all of her leg and onto the floor. Everybody is starting to slip and slide. And Aphrodite screams. Get off of me, you little runt! How dare you! And she shakes her legs and she squirms to get him off. But Greasy's smitten. And he won't let go. Then Zeus sees what's happening. And he, in a fit of anger, he turns Greasy into stone. Stone! But the stone keeps oozing grease. And now Aphrodite has a block of stone on her leg, oozing grease, which attracts the bears and some wild pigs, and more birds are coming, and it's just a complete mess. And now you've got Apollo shooting arrows with beanbags, bears eating the beans and the grease, Aphrodite with a block of stone, greasy stone with a smile on its face, wrapped on her leg, and all of a sudden the snakes on Athena's shawl. Remember, Athena had this shawl from Medusa. Medusa was the one with the snake hairdo, very popular in her day, difficult to find these days. And I think Perseus killed Medusa and took her shawl, or head, I guess, her head, yeah, and gave it to Athena, who put it around her on a shawl. But meanwhile, the snakes are still on her. She's wearing snakes. People don't wear too many snakes, especially big ones these days. And the snakes come alive, and they're looking around, and they start wrapping themselves around everything. So now there's beanbags, there's beans, there's grease, there's snakes, a block of stone, there's arrows, and noise, squealing, barking, until finally Zeus has seen enough, and he yells, "Stop! We're leaving. You won today, but we'll be back." And then Walter Fortner says, "Not so fast, big boy. You're not leaving until you turn Greasy back into himself without the love potion." And Zeus realizes that it's a little hard for Aphrodite. All the other two are running away, and Aphrodite's going, "Oh, I can't. I got this stone on my leg with grease all over. Let me out of here." So Zeus and his snaps his fingers, and Greasy springs off Aphrodite's leg back to the puppies, who, after putting on latex gloves, they pat him on the head and they say, "Welcome back, Greasy. You stay 10 feet away." Very social distancing, like a lot of social distancing between us and Greasy. And Zeus and his kids storm out of there. But we know that the Greek gods and the puppies will meet again. For now, however, that's the story of the Olympians and the puppies. We love you, Meme. We love you, Walter.